In this video, we're going to be going over the Haichia Mini Circular Saw CS115C. The nice folks out of Haichia went and sent this out to us. This way we could go ahead and review it. I told them that this is going to be a fair review, so whatever's good, bad, or in between about the device, we're going to tell you about. And they said that they were okay with that. So pretty bold move, but hey, you know what? I guess they really wanted us to review it. So that's exactly what we're going to do. I just wanted you folks to know that, so that way you knew that we weren't just selling you something. This is actually like a literal review of the actual product, in my opinion of how that works. So that's how we're going to roll on this. So we're going to be checking over how accurate it is coming out of the box. We're actually going to check and also see what the stock blades are like. Are these things any good? You're going to find out. So we're going to go through a lot of different things in here, how it works, how it handles, what the good things are about it, and whatever bad things that we find along the way, I'm going to tell you about that too. So in the meantime, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification icon for all of our newest videos. In the meantime, let's get to the review. Okay, so the Haichia, or Haichika, however you want to say it, saw comes with a multitude of blades. So it's going to come with a 4.5 inch tile backboard and cement compatible blade. It doesn't say whether or not it requires water or not, but I'm assuming it does not. It also is going to come with a high-speed steel blade, which is also 4.5 inches, and then a very odd-sized one, which is for wood, which is 4 9/10. Now, my thing about this one is I'm really glad they put this in here, because the reason this is basically just about a 5-inch blade, which tells us this thing probably can accept a 5-inch blade, but we didn't have a 5-inch blade to test it with, so I'm not going to say that it does work with a 5-inch. I'm just going to say, hey, you know what? It's 4 9/10, and they sell the whole thing on that. It also comes with some dust collection ports. So this way you can go and connect it to a smaller shop vac kind of a vacuum, because that is a pretty tiny diameter. I'd say it's probably about a 1-inch diameter on that one. It also comes with 2 extra batteries for the laser, which we'll get into. It also comes with a straight line edge, just like you'd have on a standard circular saw, and of course the user manual. So as far as the user manual goes, it's a little broken English. They are outside of the United States company, so not totally a killer, but you may have to interpret a little bit on that. And the saw also comes with a Allen key to install your blades, and we'll be going more into that here throughout the video. So now that we're done with that part of the kind of layout of what comes in the box, let's go into how this thing actually works. So I'll go ahead and bring this up here. All right, so we have a basic safety switch here that prevents this from accidental activation. So when we press on the trigger, nothing can happen. But when we depress this with our thumb, it'll lock in, and then it'll hold in place and allow the saw to continue on, which is nice. So that's a little safety feature there, but that's how you use it. Furthermore, it has a standard blade guard, just like any normal circular saw would have. Try to keep your fingers from accidentally touching here when the blade's in motion, of course, which is very important. It has the ability to lower and raise itself quite a bit of a distance. You can get it down to actually all the way to 0. And it also has the ability to do up to, they say, a 50-degree angle. We'll definitely test that out when you're going in the thing. Now, it also comes equipped with this cool little laser on here that seems to be relatively accurate. Again, when we do the testing, we'll actually go into whether or not it truly is accurate. So just some kind of cool features there, so you can kind of get a general lay of the land on what we're actually looking at here. And it isn't very heavy either. The weight on this is, I think they said about 7 pounds, and I mean, I could see if you're using it for a really, really long time, it'd probably weigh you down, but most likely you're going to be picking this up, making your cut, and putting it down. So for that purpose, this thing is pretty light and pretty compact. and not as bulky as a circular saw or as hard to wield as a circular saw. So, and it's got a nice grip on it too, which makes it nice. So kind of just some basic things about it, just some aesthetics and whatnot. And your Allen key is held right here, as you could see in the pictures earlier. And this is what you actually use to change out the blade, which is done right in this area here. So again, we'll be going into all that here throughout the review, so don't worry you didn't miss anything. But on that note, let's get into the actual playing around with it and putting it together and seeing what it does. So the first thing we're going to do is go ahead and get one of our blades. So we'll go ahead and start off with a wood blade. And we want to basically remove the little shroud they put around this. This is actually kind of nice because it does help you from getting your fingers nicked, so thank you for that. Unfortunately, you have to take it off before you actually put the blade on. So we'll go ahead and take out our Allen key, and then we're just going to go ahead and take this out of here. There's a little red button back here, by the way, you hold in to keep this in place. So once it locks in, you can just do that. Now the threads are that direction, so just watch out for that. There we go. And now we can go ahead and put our blade in. So probably the easiest way to do this is just hit the lever up here, so this way we can open up the blade guard. Slide it right into place. And then we'll just go ahead and put our, actually I'm gonna let that go, there we go. And then we'll just go ahead and put this back in here. Now we'll press our button down here at the back. There we go. And that's the entire blade change procedure. So not really much to it, is what it is. You know, it's a blade change. Most of your circular saws probably have something very similar, so it shouldn't be too unfamiliar to most of you that are kind of going to another tool that's helping you move forward. So next thing we'll do is we'll go ahead and do some testing on this and see how it does on different materials. Pretty snazzy, worked out well. So yeah, it definitely did the job. There's no doubt about it. So yeah, it's a good, accurate cut. It went right along with the square, and yeah, pretty much as good as it gets. So we'll try some more tests here, but that one definitely seemed to work out well. So far so good. All right, for this test, we're going to be testing the ability for it to cut an accurate 45-degree angle, just using the tool's 45-degree angle setting, and see how well that goes. So let's try it out. Oh, that's surprisingly good, especially for something that's a more cost-effective saw. I can't say I've ever gotten that on a circular saw. I'll be honest. I don't think I've ever had a circular saw that did that perfect of a 45. As you can see, that is literally a perfect 45. So great job on the manufacturer on that one. That literally will cut a 45 and is very accurate. So. As you can see, we got a really good cut line. I apparently wasn't deep enough, so it could have cracked here, but ultimately, good cut. So definitely gets the job done, that's for sure. Okay, so what's the verdict? Well, is it good? Is it bad? Is it okay? It's really good. I'm not going to lie. The thing's great. You guys got a chance to see it in the video. I mean, I don't even have to tell you it's good. I mean, you already know that. The 45s cut 45 when it was set properly on here. The 90 cut 90 when it's set properly on here. I mean, what else can I possibly expect? We saw that it does cut tile actually pretty good. I mean, like really efficiently, despite my little boo-boo there at the end, which that was my fault, not the machine's. Yeah, overall, I mean, it cuts perfectly fine. So what the verdict is that it's a great machine. It works. It does what it does. The stock blades that come in the box actually are really good. We didn't have any burning or issues like that on any of the wood. Everything came out nice and clean. So, I mean, yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say about it. It works, and it's actually calibrated correctly. So, because we did run all those calibration checks to make sure everything was actually where it was supposed to be, and everything was. So, at the end of the day, it's a great product. I'll leave some links down below to both their website and to Amazon.com if you decide you want to do some purchasing. And that, of course, helps out the channel, so we really appreciate when you guys click on those links, no matter what you buy on there, so that's always a nice thing. In the meantime, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification icon for all of our newest videos. In the meantime, stay safe in the shop.